Hey there everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3. Today we're going to be taking on Dr. Wily's Castle Stage 2. It's a pretty short little level. It's not going to be too difficult for us to get through. But the boss battle can be kind of a pain, and once you see who we're fighting, you're definitely going to understand why that is. I thought I could make that, but I was wrong. So we're going to want to take this opportunity right here to fill up our Hard Fist and our Rush Jet. It's going to make the platforming in this stage non-existent, and the Hard Fist is pretty much the only weapon that is worth using against this final villain at the end of this stage. Now I know that normally I would try and show you guys how to do this platforming part without using Rush Jet. But in this instance, I'm going to have to recommend that you don't even try and do it, because the risk you run of getting damaged by doing this platforming part far outweighs any benefits that you might incur by not using the Rush Jet, because Rush Jet's actually going to fill up at the end of this, so I don't know why anyone in their right mind would not be using Rush Jet for this part. I mean, he's completely filled up. We got Rush Coil filled up again. Don't really worry about Rush Marine. Who cares about that one? But we're definitely going to need everything full. You want your Hard Fist full as well. And so in case you haven't gotten it full at that very first two energy pickups, you definitely want to use that extra one for that. But you want to equip it before you get into this fight, because you're definitely going to want to be able to use it as soon as possible and focus on dodging everything that comes at you, because there's going to be quite a bit of dodging involved, because we're facing the freaking Yellow Devil Mach 2. Oh my god, one of the most reoccurring Wily creations. I mean, he's in a lot of the games, actually. Oh, man, I almost jumped right in front of it right there. Oh, you ass. But he's a lot easier in this one than he was in Mega Man 1. I know he's an absolute nightmare in Mega Man 1. It's like one of the worst experiences I ever had growing up, was trying to kill this thing in Mega Man 1. But he's a little bit easier to handle in this one. I mean, you're doing about 5 pellets of damage to him. He's got this little bonus thing that he didn't used to do, but he does let you get 2 hits after he does that one, so yeah, he's a lot easier. But like I was saying, you want to have all those energy tanks, everything filled up, and if you need to use one of your E-tanks for this, one of your energy tanks to fight this guy, then, you know, more than anything, you need to use that, because this is what we've been saving him up for, was fighting this one villain. I mean, he really is the reason we have had all those energy tanks, was just to take this guy on and to take on the remaining Robot Masters. But I mean, obviously he's not as hard as he is in Mega Man 1. He's not a complete nightmare, but he can still be very difficult, so do not be afraid to use one of those energy tanks, because we've so many of them at this point that having 9 or having 8 instead of 9 would not be that earth-shattering of a like loss. So definitely use one of those E-tanks if you need it, because he can be a pretty difficult enemy, and that cascade effect that he does is very hard to avoid. It's very hard to avoid that one. So just be sure that anytime you get below half, really, to just use one energy tank, and you should probably be able to take him out with just using the one, and he shouldn't be too much of a problem. But as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this really quick Yellow Devil dedicated episode. We're getting ever closer to the exciting final showdown with Dr. Wily atop the peacekeeping robot Gamma. So just getting hyped for that, getting excited for it. I mean, we're getting there, and of course before that we're going to have the really fun facing down all the Robot Masters that we've beaten before as well, which is why we're really hoarding those E-tanks. I mean, once that happens, we'll be using quite a bit more of them, and then the showdown with Dr. Wily is probably going to use the rest of them, because he's tricky in this one. He's not easy on us, I'll tell you that much. As always, though, if you like what you saw here, then feel free to go on over to my channel. I've got a lot of Let's Plays over there, and I would absolutely love it if you guys checked those out as well. But I appreciate every single view that you send my way, and I really want to thank you guys for watching this really quick episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.